Okay, so I'll be resuming on my part. Okay, I suppose it was like this. Yeah, it was like something like this, the green center. So now you have two options. You can either do an F2 and then bring it up, or you can do a U2 and then bring it down, and that's the same thing down to number of moves. But with respect to turning, definitely doing U2 is better because U2 is easier than F2, and again righty slice is easier than a left hand slice. So definitely we'll do U2, then slice it up. Now this you can, if you want, you can do it OS style in M dash with like a ring finger or something. Slice it M dash UM, then insert it on the right, and as you're inserting, look for the next center. And that's like a huge lucky step because I prefer to always start with the inner bar, and I'll just explain that. So I get a bar and I make it vertical. That's the first thing I do every time. Now my solving order, usually I mean preferred order, is inner bar, outer bar, inner bar, I'm sorry, inner, center bar, inner bar, outer bar, inner bar and outer bar. What that does is, center bar I have definite freedom. It's difficult to make with restrictions. For inner and outer bar, if you have a trivial inner bar, you can solve it first, but otherwise, I mean outer bar, sorry, I'm mixing it up, yeah. Your trivial outer bar, you can solve it first, but otherwise, if you are doing inner bar, you have to do these moves only, right? If you're doing outer bar, you can only do these moves, but if you have to do an inner bar when outer is solved, every time you have to slice like this and undo slice, so that's double the number of moves, and you want to avoid it basically. No sense really. So I'll just next I'll move to that part of solving the outer bar. Okay, now this is the case. I see these four pieces here and one piece here. Okay, well, so I can just put it like slice it outside. Yeah, just put it like this and undo the slice. You could pair it up, then you can insert it. Now here look very carefully. Here I will give you an example of what I was saying, how when to do RW and when to do just a slice. If I do an RW, I am bringing this entire bar down, but these four pieces are done. I want to utilize it, so I will not bring it down. I will just do an R inner slice and bring it down. Okay, notice that I've seen this centerpiece, which will just immediately follow with this thing next. Okay, so insert this, do a U and follow it next with it, M prime U, sorry, MU to M prime U, then insert it here. Next my aim is to do an inner bar. Okay, and before that I will put this thing with an F2 to the left. What that does is it makes life easy for me by making me do right handed moves. Yeah, so now next here the strategy for four center I follow is, first I solve the three inner pieces, then the two outer pieces, these two. You can see. So first to solve inner pieces I solve this with these two. For that you need to know some efficient 3 by 5 by 5 cases, but yeah, so what I'll do here is do a U2, then pair it up like it, U prime R U R prime. Okay, now we need to do something cool. So what I will do is this thing. First I'll pair this with this, W U R W prime. Then I'll pair this thing, U R W R U R prime. Then I'll insert this. Here again I will get the two options of using an RW or wide or a slicer, but here I'll do an RW because I want to bring these pieces out. I don't want salt pieces stuck up here. And if I insert to an RW, nothing is going from here to below of the red color, so RW is a better choice here. I'll do an RW to R prime. Then I'll finish four pieces. For four pieces, two is the block done. Third piece I will keep doing it like do it here and do one MU to M prime to take this piece here, MU to M prime. For fourth piece I will use these three pieces and one piece here. I'll do a U prime, then I'll pair these three pieces with this piece, U R prime, U prime, R U I prime. Then I'll finish with the center commutator, do an F2 here, and while I'm doing this commutator, now notice important thing, look at tips. when you're doing center commutators, your edges do not get affected. So when you are finishing on a commutator, your edges stay intact. You can just look ahead on whichever edge you wish to. Ideally, you should prefer some color subset like a white colored edges first or something. But for sake of like easiness, I will stick. I'll just do what randomly I see. Here I am looking for orange yellow because the two pieces are here. So I will just flow into them as soon as I finish this commutator. Commutator I'm not explaining. I assume you know how to do that shit. So here we go. And now we just immediately follow into yellow orange where I lost it. Maybe no, here it is. Yeah. One is here and two are here. First I make them. I pair on the slice. As soon as I see, I keep pairing, and if I keep finding more. Okay. So I just pair these two and this, and here I try to look on the top layer. On the top layer I see only one piece here, nothing else. So I insert it up, and I please check the top face, nothing is there. So I pair it, and if I pairing I do a Z2. So now I need to look for the fifth piece. It's somewhere stuck up. I will check in the equator. It's not in the equator, it's the top layer. Here it is. Now here we have two options. You can rotate and then you RU prime R prime, or you can insert it at the back slot. You should prefer the back slot for the safe rotations, and I don't know why many people avoid, but it's a good habit to do back slot. I'll set in this in the back slot. Okay, LUL prime and W2, and now I'll just look for white center space. Here we see red white and white blue, but here I see three red whites, so I'll definitely follow red white, and I will keep white blue in back of my head for the third center maybe, or edge. Okay, a third edge maybe. Insert, just slice it and immediately fill into red center. Four pieces are done. I need to look for the fifth piece, and randomly it pops up itself in the top, so I'll just insert it. And there has been a change of plan. I saw an orange white piece stuck here. Oops, sorry, out of frame. I see an orange white piece stuck here, so I'll go for that one. And now in the top layer there is only one orange white, which I will bring it down now, like so. I'll pair it up and rotate immediately, Z2, and I scan the top layer again. There is one orange white here and one here. I'll immediately pair them up like that. I assume you know how to pair it up. Some orange white in the middle is left, exactly this piece. So I'll see, should most likely be in the back right or back left, but doesn't look like, so it may be stuck on the top only. Okay, it has been look ahead fail. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed it. It's here. Look ahead fail, I told you. Yeah. Now here, important thing, not always, I mean not always, some people don't do it, but I recommend you solve first four pieces on a single side. So I will be doing like inserting the piece on some side, what I say, yeah, I'll be inserting the piece on bottom, I mean four